Unfortunately, I'm just not in the business anymore of responding to stupid things that people say. I think there's a saying that goes something like this, and I hope I get it right. It is better to remain quiet and thought an idiot than to open your mouth and remove all doubt. I think that's how it goes.
So you're going to remain
And I'm sure I learned that from the good nuns, from the Sisters of Charity at Holy Rosary School when I was a young man, and I will leave it at that. Thank you. And I first wanted to compliment Joan Wheeler and Joan on your answer to that question that was asked. And I assumed it was kind of this gotcha question because I didn't think anybody would ask that question and think that anybody would have an answer to, on a $75 appropriation. So my compliments to you on being totally prepared, even the most inane question that could possibly come up. You did an outstanding job. And so then I just had to add.
Well, you asked that last week.
The other directors.
It was discussed last week.
In regard to some of the comments that were made regarding the budget, the executive budget was released a short while ago, and to the councilman's points, we would love to stay to a nominal 2% cap. We'd love to do a lot of things, but a budget is a real document, and as you saw last year at the budget process, where we had to let go of a large number of employees, there are consequences, not just about people losing their jobs, but it's about the services that those people provide. So we'll take due care in the formulation of our budget this year. We're going to look under every rock. We did last year. We're going to continue to do so. The budget process has been evolving. The councilman's comments, you can't arbitrarily say we're not going to do this or we're not going to do that. It's nice to set goals, but we live in a real world where our decisions have.
Yes, thank you, Madam Chair. I have just a couple of comments. First, I'm always happy to see Councilman Rubino here, and I appreciate his continued input and appreciate the recommendations. I do hope the councilman will take some care as he evaluates his questioning, particularly as it relates to bonding dollars, and how there's no new bonded dollars to this budget. In fact, the purpose of two of the three things he's questioned had really to do with refinancing and saving county dollars. I hope they'll take greater care in understanding that better as he asks his questions, and we'll be happy to help him with some education on that refinancing process if that's helpful to the councilman. And also Ordinance 130 has to do with Linden instead. So I appreciate the questions. Just wish that the greater care will be taken in the questions that are asked.
I've heard some comments tonight about Berkeley Heights. I kind of let the pitch go by for a number of meetings, and one, it's been said 100 times from this guys, and it's this board. Everyone talked about Charlotte over the last few weeks. Well, before she was chairman, this board was under Republican control. We have a process in this country. The first Tuesday after the first Monday of every November, there is an election, and the residents of Union County always have a choice. And they have the right to make the choice, and they have chosen this board for well over a decade to be constituted as democratic. That is their choice. They have the right to choose differently. I quite frankly, I hear some of the things in Berkeley Heights that sort of cop out. We have facilities that the residents of Berkeley Heights use and appreciate, and I think their governing body, they're always welcome to this meeting if they have concerns over facilities or budget or whatever. But to say, well, we're just going to pick up and take our ball and go home, well, that's just not how it goes. You think something's wrong, pick up a petition and run for office, and maybe those council members should think about that.
Sullivan?
Yeah, Madam Chair, I just want to answer the speaker's comments about Resolution 178. To make the statements that you just absurd about
a playground program that has been going on for decades in the city of...
Out of order.
In the city of...
Out of order.
No, you're out of order.
That gentleman is out of
You
order.
cannot get back up to the microphone.
I don't think you can characterize my statement.
I'm sorry.
I just asked for information.
Mr. Bittner, please have a seat.
I understand my time's up, but please do not
Mr. Bittner, please have a
characterize
seat.
my
Mr.
questions.
Bittner,
I'm
you're
being
out
very
of order.
respectful.
You have a seat or you're gonna go?
Madam Chairman, as we all know, the First Amendment goes both ways. And I'm criticizing that because the comments were that we're giving this money because this is the largest Democratic constituency in the county. And that's just a bald-faced lie. These are young children who get the benefit for 8 weeks. We provide lunch at a very minimal cost. They would not have recreation if we didn't provide it. Most of this recreation is provided at Montana Park, which is a county park, sir. And to get up there and make such a statement, that's why I'm incensed. I'm from Elizabeth. I participated in this program as a young boy a long, long time ago. The county has always supported it. The county is proud to support it. And to get up there and criticize it in the manner that you did is absurd and uncalled for. These aren't about Democrats or Republicans. Nobody asked them what their political affiliation is, sir. They're young kids who come and have a good time at a county facility that the county helps provide. Thank you, Madam Chair.
First off, I'd like to address my last time at the mic here. If any of the freeholders care to refute what I have to say, I welcome it, bring it on. But please don't characterize what I have to say negatively and attack me personally. I don't appreciate that. I don't think that is constructive to the dialogue.
There's a definition of people like her, and it's called hypocrite.
Predicted elections. And they predicted election in Cranford. Wrong!
She lost.
Wrong! Wrong! Wrong!
They took Democrats
The Democrats
and voted against her.
will now be in
1,000
control.
votes.
Oh, please be quiet.
1,000
Please be
votes.
quiet.
That's a huge number.
Please be quiet.
Oh, you're so respectful representing me.
Two
I should sit
Democrats
here and
won
respect
in
this.
Cranford. Two Democrats won in Cranford.
Yeah, now
How
we're
about that?
Yeah, that's great.
How about that? Isn't that a wonderful result in Cranford, New Jersey?
It is.
You know, we get it. This is all personal with you. Yes, it is. It's all personal. It's all you had your chance. Now I have my chance.
Ms. Renner.
Listen to me. It's all personal with you, isn't it? It's personal. It's personal. It wasn't personal until you and your husband lost their jobs. And you lost your no-bid contract with the county, didn't you?
Freeholder districts are for losers. That's the loser argument. When they can't win an election, let's have a freeholder district.
This whole thing, this whole business of what's going on here and why, frankly, I was angry, and any Democrat in this county should be angry, was started by those Republican candidates. They were the ones making comments that were totally out of line, uncalled for, and frankly, racist.
The other candidates, but the organization known as the Elizabeth Board of Education, which is frankly a terrorist organization, because they are a group of people that will stop at nothing to try and gain power. And they frankly terrorize their employees, 4,000 employees. And you want to talk about a disgrace, and people,
Kind of like you guys.
not playing by the rules and hiding things. And frankly, it speaks to the governor as well.
Excuse me, gentlemen.
It speaks to the governor as well. It speaks to the governor.
Calling the kettle black.
Excuse me, Mr. Sullivan, this is our opportunity to speak.
I apologize.
Thank you, Chair. It speaks to what this governor is all about. Because after a total investigative article in Star Liquor and a number of editorials, and people that I know, that Freeholder Estrada knows, that we used to work with, and the things that were done to them in the name of elections is just a disgrace. And I'll tell you what, another shame on it. And this really, really annoys me.